On Your Side's Robert Bradfield continues our team coverage, talking to social justice groups about what today's decision means for the road ahead.
In Louisville and in Jacksonville, passionate pleas for justice for victims of gun violence.
A beautiful 26-year-old black woman was killed by police, and the system has decided to let her killers get away.
Ben Frazier with Jacksonville's Northside Coalition says the indictment returned against one officer in the Breonna Taylor case does not go far enough to protecting the innocent. He believes Taylor was unjustly targeted.
How many times will America let this happen? How many black lives must be lost? We say it's time to put an end to open season on black people. Time to put an end to police shooting us down in the streets.
Which is why he says the marches and protests in Jacksonville, a result of lives lost at the hands of police, will continue. He's been pushing for more police accountability and transparency and says real change will not come unless there's a unified effort to strengthen the relationship between the police and the people they serve.
We're not going to stop. We understand that power concedes nothing without a demand. It never has, and it never will.
Robert Bradfield, First Coast News, on your side.